Hi, this is Ishan from Rep Sports. Welcome to the Duleep Trophy pre-game live day three. I've got Snehashish and Bharat with me. It's India A versus India B, India C versus India D. Snehashish will talk about India A versus India B first. Riyan Parag batting on 27, KL Rahul batting on 23, 134 for 2, and they trailed by 187 runs. How is this looking for you? Where do you see the scenario going?
At this
For
right
KL
moment, I
Rahul.
think
It's for
yes.
Snehashish.
Yep, it's obviously uh, India are 134 for two. So they will start the day's play with KL Rahul and Riyan Parag batting. So Riyan Parag obviously looked in good touch yesterday. KL Rahul was more circumspect. Obviously they will look to wipe out the arrears or wipe out the deficit. The India B's bowling was not exactly great yesterday, other than Navdeep Saini, who hopefully they will start well today. Because in the first session they have to make some inroads. There might be a little bit of moisture. So
Yeah,
let's see.
thanks. Bharat, I wanted to ask you about the crowd as well. How's the crowd outside the stadium?
The crowd, see, the gates here for the fans, they open only at 9:30 a.m. Only one gate is open. Otherwise, fans can't come inside in any other via any other gate. But there are a few fans who are trying to take who are trying to take the players' photo if they, for example, come outside the stadium. So, but obviously there is no player out there. But there are a few fans trying, hoping that some players, some at least KL Rahul or Mayank Agarwal, the Karnataka players, or
Yeah.
someone else like Shubman will come
Yes.
out of the stadium, but yeah, no one has come there. But there are a few fans outside the stadium hoping that
Yeah,
they
there is
will
one
catch
fan that you spoke
a
to.
glimpse of
We'll play
some
that
fans.
video and we'll
Yeah.
continue our discussion. It's a small discussion here, but Bharat
ಸೊ
managed to speak to a
ಯಾರನ್ನು
fan.
ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್
ಕೆ ಎಲ್ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ
ಓಕೆ ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ
ಕೆ ಎಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಹುಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ವಾಸಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕೆ ಎಲ್ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಅವರು
ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ
ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ ಶಾಟ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ ಕವರ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್, ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸೊ ಟೀಮ್ ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಟೀಮ್ ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರು ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ?
ನಮ್ಮದು ಕೆ ಎಲ್ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಅವರೇ ವಿನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ
ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ
Yeah, good to see such passionate fans still turn up. I think it's a good contest, and this is why we can expect more people to turn up. Snehashi, I'll ask you the same question. Riyan Parag, KL Rahul batting, and obviously India B would want to try and get a wicket now. There's a partnership that's building. India A is looking good. Still, they have some runs that they're trailing by, but they want to break that partnership. So, what's your whole look at this game at the moment?
See, at this moment, for me, India be a little bit ahead, but this partnership is crucial for India A because if you see after this, only Dhruv Joel and Shivam Dube as a proper batter you have. Then Tanuj Katian can bat, but you cannot expect him to score a big 100 or something, right? So I think this partnership is very crucial for India A, and that's why India B will look to pick any of this wicket as quick as possible. And you all know that the morning session will definitely help the bowlers at with the bounce or maybe with some swing. But let's see how both batted because if you see the last session of yesterday, both were looking comfortable. Although Riyan Padak looked more comfortable and more aggressive in terms of strike rate and positive approach, but KL Rahul looked a bit of defensive. But the way both are batted, they look assured that they will not give away their wickets. So let's see how they approach today the first session because the first session will be crucial for both the teams.
Yeah, absolutely. The first session will definitely be the deciding factor. Bharat, who do you think the wicket takers can be? Besides Navdeep Saini, have the other pacers really looked threatening? Mukesh Kumar 9 overs for 40, Yash Dayal 10 overs for 25. But have they looked threatening? Do you think the wickets are going to come from these two bowlers?
Yeah, Navdeep Saini yesterday he bowled well. One wicket was down the leg side, strangled down the leg side, but I think he bowled with good pace. At least he's the quickest bowler on view. Whatever, I didn't see the speed gun because obviously I was watching the game from here at the stadium. But whatever I saw, Navdeep Saini was, I think, the quickest bowler on show in this game. Then others, Yash Dayal, obviously, I think he didn't really look threatening, to be honest, yesterday. Hopefully, he will put up a better show. Even Mukesh Kumar, yeah, the pitch has also flattened out a little bit. You have to consider that fact. On day one, it was going around a little more. On day two, Mukesh Kumar also didn't find much. Actually, it was this Nitesh Reddy was getting some swing in the air. More than C movement, he was getting swing in the air. And even Ashwin, I think, praised him on X. Yeah, he didn't get a wicket. Unlucky not to get a wicket, but I think
Hmm.
he was India B's. He was yesterday India B's second best seam bowler. Hopefully, they will put up a better shot today in the morning. Yeah, there might be a little bit of moisture around early morning, around 9:30. So they will put up. Hopefully, they will put up a better show in the first session because they need some wickets. They need to make some inroads into this quite strong India batting lineup.
Thanks, Bharat. Thanks. We'll move on to game number two, Smirshish. India D versus India C. India D lead by 202 runs. Aksar Patel is batting with Harshad Rana. They are 206 for 8. Interesting match this. I think a few more runs here and India D would really put themselves ahead in this game because, with one more day left to play. What do you think the game plans might be in this game here? And Aksar Patel again batting 11, another opportunity for him to score runs. And we already know what he did in the first inning. So I'm pretty sure that confidence, he'll be looking to make the most out of it.
Yes, absolutely, and I think today only the result will come out for this match because the way the match is going right now. But if you see now 200 plus lead, I think if they manage to add at least 20-30 runs, target around 230-240 will be a bit of tricky because if you see in the second, both the first innings were low scores. Second innings they batted with a more intent and more positive approach. That's why
Yeah.
they managed to score early quick runs. But ultimately, the spinners came into play. The Manav Sutar, the way he bowled and took those 5 wickets, he brought back his team into the game. So I think the spinners will play a key role today also. But still, the wicket is more suited to the batter rather than on day one because in both the matches, India A, India B, and India C, India D, if you see the first two wickets were a bit tricky for the batters. It was not easy to score runs, but as the
Yeah.
matches progressed yesterday and maybe today also, we will see a more flattened wicket. But in this match, India CD match, spinners are bit heavy than the other match. If you see the India A and B match, there are pacers are doing the job, not the spinners.
Hmm.
Even the spinners like Kuldeep Yadav are not taking wicket. They're bowling well. They're disturbing the batter. They're troubling the batter. But the batter still managed to somehow to play them. But they
Fair
are not
points.
taking the wicket. But in this match, spinners are taking wicket. Spinners are coming into the play. So I think today also spinners will have a key role. And then the Akshay Patel first with the bat, and then uh, going forward to this day, Akshay Patel
Yeah.
with the ball will be a key role. So let's see how it goes. But I think today only the result will come out for this match.
Interesting. Bharat, do you believe the result can come in the day today itself? And what do you make of this India C bowling lineup? They seem pretty impressive. Anshul Kamboj, Vaishak Vijay Kumar, Manav Sutta at the first innings. So talk about the India C bowling lineup.
Yeah, see, both sides have a actually decent bowling lineup. To be honest. But obviously, let's see how they will go. Even if you look at say India D's in lineup as well, there are some good bowlers in this match. So one of the bowlers I'm really looking forward to again is if I get a chance to watch is someone like Himanshu Chavan. I think
Hmm.
some good pace. He's to take hard. Obviously, Manav Sutar is someone who's a fine left arm spinner. All these guys, hopefully they will put up a decent decision. So obviously you talked about India C as well. That there is someone like Harshit Rana as well. In India D, obviously in India C that there are bowlers like uh, obviously Vijay Kumar by Vaishak is also there. So there's some
Yeah.
good bowlers, Harshit Rana as well. But let's see how they go about bowling.
Yeah, absolutely. Snehashish, but when the India C team comes out to bat again, a big opportunity yet again for Gaikwad, failed in that first innings. He'd want to get some runs and it'll be some sort of a motivation for him to also go out, bat for a long time and help his team to at least reach a competitive stage in that game. So Gaikwad has a huge responsibility. And so does Sai Sudarshan, because Sai Sudarshan, everyone keeps speaking about him as, a longer format player. So no better opportunity for him to take his time, get settled in, and get some runs. So why don't we just speak about these two?
Yes, absolutely. And as I said, that target of 240, 250 will be a bit tricky. And in any format of the game, in any case, your openers are key to give a good start, and based on that foundation, you can, go for that total. So I think both the openers will have a big role, and especially for Rituraj Gaikwad as a skipper, he needs to, lead from the front, and as a quality batter, he is, you all know, and he has scored a lot of runs in domestic cricket. And as we saw that in the first innings also, batters like Shreyas Iyer and Devdutt Padikkal failed, but the way they batted with more positive intent and approach in the second innings, that helped their team to get some, quick
Yeah.
runs at the start. So I think that's the same approach and intent Ruturaj Gaikwad and Sai Sudarshan should have when they will come out to bat. Whatever the chase is, I think then their team will get a good start, and based on that they can approach to the total. But for Sai Sudarshan, I will say that he is one of the key players in this team because he is one of the informed players. If you see his recent county form, he coming
Hmm.
after scoring good amount of run there, and in better condition, in tougher condition. So this team must expect a bit of responsibility and bit more run from him. And hopefully today is the best stage to show that for both of them.
Yeah.
As I said that they are the openers, and as an opener, you have to give your team a good start when you are chasing around 250 300.
Yeah, and if they get some runs, there's going to be a bigger headache for the selectors. So many other batters also getting some runs. Sai Sudarshan will be good for this whole Indian ecosystem. So that'll be great for the sport. Bharat, we'll have a final word on Rajat Patidar here. He failed in the first innings, 13 of 30. Is this journey for him coming back into the test scene seeming lost? He had a horrific test debut series against England. After that, not really been in the spotlight. Duleep Trophy not going his way, at least in that first innings as well. Is this the end of the road for him?
Can you come again? Which player?
Rajat Patidar.
Okay, Rajat Patidar. Yeah. See, Rajat Patidar is that kind of a player you never know what he will do next ball. Right? You think of someone like Kim Hughes. I have not seen Kim Hughes bat live, but those who have seen him bat live, like my father and all, they used to say he was a very instinctive batsman, and Rajat Patidar is similar to that. He
Hmm.
might be defending, doing tuk for 10, 15 balls, and then suddenly he will hit a couple of sixes. So I think what went wrong with him when he played for India was, I think he didn't play his national game. If you look at his strike rate, it was something like 38. So that's, I think, went against him. But this is his chance. He's someone who really thrives in domestic cricket. He has played some outstanding knocks. Suddenly, from nowhere, he will come and get you that 80 or 60 balls, or 60 of 80 balls, or something like that. So this is his chance again. He will get another chance to bat. I think ever since he scored those runs against Mukesh Kumar and maybe Mohammad Shami in a domestic match, I don't remember the year when I watched him for the first time in 2016. He absolutely smashed Mukesh Kumar and Mohammad Shami, and since then, I think he always admired his batting. He's my favorite cricketer, batsman in domestic cricket, and
Hmm. You
hopefully
mentioned this,
he will
yes.
come good in the second innings because he's someone that you love to watch. To watch him bat, but yeah, you never know what he will do next ball. So I can't predict his score. If I'm sitting here and telling about Rajat Patidar, I can't
But do you
predict his
still
score
think there's
because you
hope for
never know
him?
what he will do next ball.
Do you still think there is hope for him in the Indian side, like in the future? Do you still think he can make it?
Sorry,
Yeah. Do you still think there is hope for him? Do you still think he can make it in the future, or there's too much competition that's building?
Rajat Patidar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still see uh, Rajat Patidar. He can still make a comeback into the setup. Again, I think they rate him as a player. But it's for Rajat Patidar to go and perform out there because I believe, from whatever little I know, this selectors and all, that they really rate him. That's why they picked him ahead of Safraz Khan. And in Australian conditions, for example, he could come into the equation and get you 60 of 80 balls at even the per stadium. But for that to happen, he has to get some run.
Thanks, Bharat. Snehashish, your final thoughts on both these games? Let's just end it on that note.
As I said earlier, that the India C versus D game, I expect today the only the result will come, because the way the game has panned out, I think I don't see this game going forward tomorrow. I will be very surprised to see that, because yesterday when that partnership was going between Shreya Shah and Devdutt Padikkal, I thought that they might go for a bit of long and then the match will go for food for the last day, but the way Manav Shrutar put his team, brought his team back into the game, I think today only the result will come. But the other game, it's all depend on the KL Rahul and Riyan Parak
Riyan
partnership.
Parag.
For
Yeah.
because now, as I said, that India be a little bit of ahead, because still around, I think if I not 180 or 70 runs they are trailing by, right? If
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Yeah, they're trailing by 187 runs. So 187 runs is enough runs to create some issues.
Interesting. Yeah.
Uh, because next your batter, only two prominent batters are Shivam Dube and Dhruv Jurel.
Rujural, yes.
So yeah, Dhruv Jurel. So I think in that case this partnership very crucial, because both these players can play big knocks. They are known to play big knocks in domestic cricket. You see the last year of Riyan Parag before the IPL in domestic cricket, he played some huge knocks under such circumstances for Assam. And KL Rahul, we all know how what is the capability of this guy, like, as we all have seen him
Mm.
playing mammoth match for Team India also. So I think overall this partnership is very crucial. Otherwise, India be if managed to take some quick wickets today also in the first session, then they will be much ahead in this game.
Yeah. Thanks, Neshish. Thank you, Bharat. We hope you enjoyed this pre-show, Bharat. Yeah, and we'll have a post-day show as well, so make sure you tune into that. We have one question. Let's take that, Bharat. I'll ask you to take that. Bharat, there's a question
Yes,
here. Do you think Gill could have
yeah.
played Chinese ball better? That just
See,
ended on this.
that particular delivery, you have to say that ball moved in late. You have to remember that that ball moved in late a little bit. So some benefit out to the batter as well. It was a very good ball to start with, but what Shubman Gill could have done was he didn't cover his off stump. If you notice, his off stump was very much visible. So what really the basics is, if you just load, press and release your back foot, then your front foot will cover the off stump. It will go move across and cover the off stump, and then he had a better chance of keeping that ball out because the off stump was visible. He just got clean bowled. There are lot. Every batter misjudges at some point. At some point of time, every batter will misjudge. That is fine because this ball moved in late. But if it moved across towards off stump, then he had a better chance of keeping it out because his off stump wouldn't have been visible. He might have been hit on the pad, high up
Mhm.
on the pad. That he might have survived. The ball might have gone over the stumps. So I think this is something that is worried Shubman Gill in the past as well. From time to time, he goes back into that old habits where his back foot doesn't really load. So that is why his front foot stride is very short and planted, and it doesn't move across to cover the off stump. It's old issue that's come back to haunt.
Thank you, Bharat. Thank you for that descriptive answer. I think on that note, we can end the show. Thank you both for joining, and we'll catch everyone after the end of day's play. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.